Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Tyler, and this is my tabletop. Today we are getting ready to paint. That's what this little video clip is. This is WAR035, which is the second building we assembled from the Rural Village series. I am adding some bullet holes with a hand drill. Now this is probably a pattern of I'm going to slowly increase the damage that I'm doing to some of these buildings. Like the first one didn't have any, this one has a little bit. And then between this shot and the next shot, you'll get, I will prime this with white primer from a spray can. This video is a little different. I'm trying new things. I didn't like the first video. The voiceover over painting, even though I'm speeding up the painting, is a little tedious and kind of boring to my ears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk what I feel like I need to talk, but otherwise we're going to listen to some music, and we're going to see if that's a little more entertaining. I am going to hang around on voiceover for the paint so that I can show you what paints I'm using. So we're doing 2 coats of white. First, we're going to be using antique white instead of the marshmallow white. It's slightly lighter. It'll get 2 coats of watered down. Then we're using burnt umber brown, and then milk chocolate brown. So dark coat first, then light coat. And then I've got red for some of the brickwork and the chimney. And then everything's going to get Agrax Earthshade as a wash over it. And like I said, this is over a white primer. With all that being said, we're gonna get started. So, I'm gonna start the music. Well, that worked out well. End of the song and just the start of adding the second coat. So you can see that I don't really care about hitting the wood areas on the walls with the first coat, with the wall color, because the wood color is so much darker that it'll cover it very easily. So as a time-saving measure, I'm just going ham with it. Now, when I wind up doing the wood effects on these walls, like these support pieces and stuff, the crossbars and whatnot, I started off trying to keep in the lines, which you'll see at some point, but I wind up failing at that, and as time went on and there were more mistakes, I decided, well, since I'm already going to have to touch up, I might as well just do this faster, and so I started leaving the lines a lot. And this is predominantly happening with the second coat of brown on these crossbars and whatnot. So, but we're finishing up the second coat of these first big block colors. So, then we're going to let them dry and move on to painting the brown parts that are on the walls, painting the chimney, that type of stuff. So, all right, back to the music. And this is a good break point to narrate a little bit. So this is the second coat for the wooden supports on the walls, and this is kind of a, not really a true dry brush. You can see that I am wiping some of the paint off on a napkin, but it's kind of a wet dry brush. And like I said, I missed a few spots, so I knew I was going to have to touch up, and I got to the point where it was like, well, why am I going to be super careful when I'm just going to have to touch up anyway? So with that in mind, I decided to just go ham and do it quickly. So after this, I'm going to grab a small flat-edged brush, because I can do pretty well with line work on it, and I'm using undiluted wall paint for this. It's the same acrylic color, it's just doesn't have any water in it, so that it doesn't flow quite as much, because I didn't want it to get onto the wood areas. So after this, we'll be hitting this with a wash, but for now, I'm gonna just take you back to music. Well, you can see that I may not have actually saved myself too much time, since I've had to basically touch up almost every single support line, especially on the top floor. Um, but it's just about finished. And then everything will get left to dry. This whole project took, I think, 3 nights after work. So after this one, this is like the second night, I stopped and let it dry, and then gave it the wash on the third night. And this is me just cleaning up the floor wall interface, making sure that it's not messed up. And quick second coat for the steps and chimney. Okay, so for the wash, we're using Agrax Earthshade, and it is just getting slathered all over the entire model. Every single inch. Unlike the first one, I didn't use any blacks, so there's no Nuln Oil on this one. And the wash will actually finish this model. There's a few spots where I get there's some brush strokes that you can see that are visible. You'll see those on the turntable shot at the very end. So I might touch those up after when I go through and touch up the whole village, probably all at once at the very end. But overall, I like the darkened tone. My reference photos are primarily from Saving Private Ryan after they find Private Ryan and they're in the village doing their planning and stuff. And all of the buildings are like dirty, I guess. They have like they're they're sooty and they're kind of dirty. So um, I kind of like the darker look, but yes, you can see those brush strokes that I kind of overdid on the sides. But overall, I still think it looks good enough for tabletop quality. And that's just about going to wrap us up. So we'll do the turntable shot. So you can see those brush strokes down on the ground floor, especially. I'll probably clean those up at the very end. Overall, I hope you liked the change in video style. I like it more as a viewer myself, but let's see what you guys think. Next video will probably be a battle report before you get another painting video. These take quite a bit of time. And the battle report we filmed yesterday. There may be another assembly video soon too. Anyway, thanks for hanging around and watching. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Tyler, and this has been my tabletop. Now I will see you guys soon.